The 3B Group. Welcome to the 3B Group. In today's video, we'll cover the recent changes made by USCIS to the citizenship interview process. The number of yes-no questions has been updated from 50 to 37. Join us as we break down these changes, what they mean for you, and how to prepare effectively for your interview. Stay tuned to ensure you're up to date and ready for your path to citizenship. Let's start the journey together.
What is alien?
Someone who is not a U.S. citizen.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes.
Have you ever been removed or deported from the United States?
No.
What is suspended sentence?
Delayed sentence.
Have you ever engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure or import prostitutes or persons for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution?
No.
What is guerrilla group?
A group that uses weapons to fight the military, police, or government.
Define illegal.
Against the law.
Define with intent.
Purposely.
Define recruit.
To ask.
What is claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
To say, you are a U.S. citizen.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any kind of sexual contact or activity with any person who did not consent, or was unable to consent, or was being forced or threatened by you, or by someone else?
No.
What is immigration benefit?
To gain things like a green card.
Define involved in.
Took part in.
What is crime?
An action that breaks the law.
What is the form of government in the United States?
Republic.
Do you understand the meaning of killing?
To cause someone to die.
Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony?
No.
Have you ever committed, agreed to commit, asked someone else to commit, helped commit, or tried to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
Define, participate.
To be part of.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that engaged in kidnapping, assassination, or hijacking, or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation?
No.
What is pay alimony?
Give money to an ex-spouse after a divorce, as per court order.
Define, assist.
To help.
What is overthrow?
To remove a government by force.
Have you ever used any person under 15 years of age to take part in hostilities, or attempted, or worked with others to do so?
No.
What is torture?
To cause great pain to someone.
Do you currently owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes in the United States?
No.
What is the meaning of charged?
Formerly told that you did something illegal.
What is prostitution?
Doing physical relation for money.
What is non-resident?
Someone who doesn't live in the US.
What is self-defense unit?
A group that protects a community using weapons.
What is lie?
Not true.
What is explosive?
Bomb.
Define, amnesty or pardon for.
Forgiveness for crimes committed.
What is sabotage?
Intentionally damage or destroy something.
Explain, perform work of national importance under civilian direction.
Do non-military work during a national crisis under civilian direction.
What is overdue?
Late for a payment.
Are you unable to take the oath of allegiance because of a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment?
No.
What is labor camp?
A place where people are forced to work.
Meaning of bear arms?
Carry weapons.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, or participated in any armed group, for example, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, or guerrilla group?
No.
Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Define, distribute.
Give out.
Define, incite.
To encourage someone to do something.
What is detention facility?
A place where people are forced to stay.
What is prison camp?
A place where prisoners of war or political prisoners are kept.
What is combat?
To fight in a war.
What is the meaning of confined?
Jailed by the police.
What is illegal gambling?
To play a game for money. That is against the law.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
What is establishment?
Starting or creating a group.
Define, support dependent.
Pay child support.
What do you mean by enlist?
To sign up.
Define, perform non-combatant services.
Do any work in a war except fighting.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
What is offense?
Minor crime.
What is oath?
A promise.
What is oath of allegiance to the United States?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military-type training?
No.
What is drug paraphernalia?
Equipment to make or use illegal drugs.
What is police unit?
A group that enforces the law and stops crime.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in genocide?
No.
Tell the meaning of dispense.
Give out.
What is controlled substances?
Drugs regulated by the government.
What is the meaning of direct?
To be in charge.
Have you ever advocated any of the following, or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group, anywhere in the world, that advocated any of the following? Opposition to all organized government. World communism. The establishment in the United States of a totalitarian dictatorship. The overthrow by force or violence, or other unconstitutional means of the government of the United States, or all forms of law. The unlawful assaulting or killing of any officer or officers of the government of the United States, or of any other organized government, because of their official character. The unlawful damage, injury, or destruction of property, or sabotage.
No.
What is the meaning of convicted?
Found guilty of a crime under the law.
What are non-combat services?
Services that do not involve combat.
What is hijacking?
Taking control of a vehicle by force.
What is kidnapping?
Taking someone away illegally by force.
What is incite?
To encourage.
Have you ever worked, volunteered, or otherwise served in a place where people were detained? For example, a prison, jail, prison camp, detention facility, or labor camp, or have you ever directed or participated in any other activity that involved detaining people?
No.
Do you understand what unlawful is?
Against the law.
What is vote?
To choose a leader.
Define, commit a crime.
To do something that breaks the law.
What is weapon?
Like a knife or gun.
What is constitution?
The supreme law of the land.
Do you understand the meaning of sentence?
A punishment under the law.
Define, cited.
Given a ticket by the police.
What is assault?
To attack violently.
What is armed group?
A group that carries weapons.
Define, cultivate.
Grow plant.
What is probation?
Report to an officer regularly, instead of jail time.
Define, removal.
Making someone leave the U.S.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in not letting someone practice their religion?
No.
What is clemency?
Reduce a sentence.
What is file a tax return meaning?
Send a tax form to the government.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that threatened, attempted, conspired, prepared, planned, advocated for, or incited others to commit any of these acts?
No.
Do you understand the meaning of opposition?
Going against something.
What is rescission?
Canceling a visa to stay in the U.S.
Do you understand hostilities?
Unfriendly behavior toward others.
Define, attempt.
To try.
Since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return, or decided not to file a tax return because you considered yourself to be a non-resident?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that used a weapon or explosive with intent to harm another person or cause damage to property?
No.
What is the meaning of did not consent?
Did not agree.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in causing harm or suffering to any person because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No.
Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Define. Injure.
To hurt someone.
What is order of nobility?
Like king or queen.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, or participated in any military or police unit?
No.
What does the Constitution do?
Sets up the government.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No.
What is false?
Not true.
Define. Detain.
To force to stay.
Define. Disability.
Limitations of ability.
What are examples of non-combatant services?
Nursing, cooking, or translation.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Define. Paroled or been paroled.
Allowed to leave prison early.
Do you understand the meaning of advocated?
To support and promote.
Define. Associated with.
Connected to.
Define. Procure.
To encourage someone.
What is totalitarian party?
A group that believes the government should control everything that people do.
What is gamble or gambling?
To play a game for money.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
What is weapons training?
To learn how to use a gun.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way?
No.
What is smuggle?
Bring something illegally into the country.
Explain. Bear arms on behalf of the United States.
Use a gun to defend the United States during a war.
What is prison or jail?
A place where the police keep people who have been arrested.
What is work of national importance?
Tasks that are important to a nation.
What is the meaning of "have you ever"?
Anywhere in the world, at any time.
Do you understand the meaning of prostitute?
Someone who does physical relation for money.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in torture?
No.
What is alternative sentencing?
A different way to punish someone instead of going to jail, such as community service.
Do you understand the meaning of threaten?
To tell someone you're going to hurt them.
What is fraudulent?
Claim something that is not true.
Define sexual contact or activity.
Touching someone sexually.
What is misleading?
Give a wrong idea.
Define detained.
Forced to stay.
Define owe.
Need to pay.
Define obtain immigration benefit.
To gain things like a green card.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in intentionally and severely injuring or trying to injure any person?
No.
What are unconstitutional means?
Methods that go against the Constitution.
What is the meaning of engage?
To participate.
What is assassination?
Killing someone famous or important.
What is paramilitary unit?
A group that acts like the military but is not official.
What is vigilante unit?
A group that acts like the police but is not official.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
No.
Define, avoid being drafted.
Prevent being selected as a soldier.
Can you tell me the meaning of proceeds?
A portion of money from a transaction.
What is exemption?
Special permission for not doing something.
What is registered to vote?
Sign up to choose a leader.
What is conscript?
To require to join.
What is register?
To sign up.
What is the meaning of misrepresentation?
Provide wrong information.
What do you mean by transport?
Carry one place to another.
What is oath of allegiance?
A promise to be loyal.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No.
What is mental impairment?
Mental damage.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in killing or trying to kill any person?
No.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
Do you understand the meaning of arrested?
Caught by the police.
Define, admission into the United States.
Enter into the United States.
What is religion?
A belief in God.
Define destruction of property.
Ruin of property.
Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained, or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official, or immigration official for any reason, or been charged with a crime or offense?
No.
Have you ever registered to vote, or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
What is the Communist Party?
A group that believes the government should own and control everything. For example, North Korea.
What is weapon?
A knife or a gun.
Are you a person born as a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays?
No.
What is claim?
To say something without proof.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
No.
What is example of work of national importance under civilian direction?
Helping the Red Cross after an earthquake.
What is genocide?
To kill a whole race.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
What is allegiance?
To be loyal to something.
What are narcotics?
Illegal drugs, such as heroin or cocaine.
Meaning of civilian direction?
Direction, from non-military person.
Define drafted.
Being selected as a soldier.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world?
No.
What is the meaning of unable to consent?
Could not agree.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
Have you ever recruited, enlisted, conscripted, or used any person under 15 years of age to serve in, or help an armed group, or attempted, or worked with others to do so?
No.
What is national origin?
The nation where a person was born.
What is immigration benefit?
Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship.
Do you know what the person is called who marries more than one person at the same time?
Polygamy.
Have you ever manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, dispensed, sold, or smuggled any controlled substances, illegal drugs, narcotics, or drug paraphernalia in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state, the United States, or a foreign country?
No.
What is military unit?
The official army for a country.
Have you ever sold, provided, or transported weapons, or assisted any person in selling, providing, or transporting weapons which you knew or believed would be used against another person?
No.
What is alimony?
Financial support.
Define civilian.
Anyone who is not in the military.
What is rehabilitative program?
A program to help someone to recover from drugs or alcohol.
What are deportation proceedings?
Legal process of forcing someone to leave the U.S.
Define deported.
Forced to leave a country.
Have you ever been placed in removal, rescission, or deportation proceedings?
No.
What is hereditary title?
A royal title, such as a prince or princess.
What does U.S. Armed Forces mean?
U.S. Army, Navy, Air.
What is rebel group?
A group that fights a government.
Define conspire.
To plan with others.
Do you now have, or did you ever have a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
Define obtain.
To gain something.
Define illegal.
against the law.
What is public benefit?
Money from the government, such as food stamps.
What are overdue taxes?
Didn't pay taxes on time.
Define, serve.
To work.
What is prison camp?
A place where prisoners of war or political prisoners are kept.